The weather's great, so the walk-up crowd, usually it's kind of cold, and that hot Brunswick stew is kind of the thing that keeps you warm. But this is going to feel like a spring setup here. We've got some patchy fog overnight, so just a heads up in the morning, you early risers, you might be running into that right around sunrise and shortly after. Really warm afternoon. We'll be close to 80 tomorrow and near record highs as we look ahead to the weekend. I'm talking mid-80s for Saturday and Sunday. For late October, early November, that is really, really toasty. There is a cold front back to the west, but it's in no big hurry to get here. High pressure is parked over us, and you can see the temperatures kind of bouncing all over the place tonight. Urban heat island here in Charlotte takes a little longer to cool down. We're at 60. Some of the outlying areas already in the low 50s, but not nearly as cool as the last couple of nights. And because of that warmer air, there's some moisture coming in the form of higher dew points. As the temperature drops down to the dew point, that's when the low layers get saturated and you see clouds forming at the surface, and that stratus cloud is fog when it forms at the surface. So patchy dense fog, especially south and east of 85 tomorrow morning, could take until maybe 9 or 10 for that to mix out completely, then full sunshine. So at the bus stop in the morning, there might be a little bit of fog with temperatures, again, in the low 50s, not nearly as chilly as the last couple of mornings. And then the afternoon, shorts and short sleeve weather as temperatures will be pushing 80 degrees for that ride home from school tomorrow afternoon. In fact, almost everybody should be well into the upper 70s, if not into the low 80s. I mean, we're 77 today, so it should be really easy to get close to 80 tomorrow. Look at that ridge, huge ridge of high pressure. That looks like a summer pattern here over the southeast. Not only is that warm, that's incredibly dry. The jet stream, though, is dipping, and next week, I tell you what, we're going to put an abrupt end to this heat wave real quickly around Halloween as temperatures go plummeting back below average, in a really cold week ahead next week. But between now and then, it's just warm and dry. In fact, we will not see a drop of rain, even with the cold front likely on Monday. The chances are pretty minimal at just 20%. That's Tuesday, Halloween morning, when that front comes in. There's just not enough moisture. It's a moisture-starved front, and you can see it approaching and then just kind of falling apart. But then next week, we'll see a larger system try to move in, maybe the middle of the week. I'm hoping we'll get some moisture out of that. It's not going to help a lot. Look at these temperatures. Okay, the average high is dropping below 70 by the end of the month. We're going into the mid-80s, so 15, 17 degrees above average. The record on Saturday is 87. The record on Sunday is 83. That is definitely doable, and I think we'll at least tie that or break that. But here's the big change. On the backside of that front, much cooler weather for the first several days of November. So after Halloween, we are going to get a chill in the air. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. I mean, look at these temperatures. We're going back to what we had in early October when we had that stretch of 80-degree weather. Mid-80s Saturday, Sunday, but here comes that cold front Monday night into Tuesday. We'll go 10 days into the future, and look at those highs next week. 50s to low 60s, morning lows in the 30s. Probably the first real frost or freeze widespread for the Piedmont on Thursday or Friday morning.